We are following breaking news this afternoon as there has been an accident involving motorcycle officers in a procession for Officer Michael Langsdorf. That accident happening just within the hour. You see Sky Zoom 4 was above the procession. The motorcycle officers were escorting the body of Officer Langsdorf to Hoffmeister Mortuary in South St. Louis for his visitation this weekend. Now, to give you an idea of where this is, it's at Jameson and Lansdowne, very close to Ted DeRue's. We do have live team coverage starting this afternoon with News 4's Venton Blandon near where this happened. Vinny?
Claire, right now I can tell you that both officers are on the way to the hospital, but I want to show you right here on Lansdowne near Chippewa. You can see near the curb, 2 law enforcement motorcycles are on the ground. But let's take a look at video recorded by Sky Zoom 4 a little bit after 3 o'clock this afternoon. As we've said, these law enforcement officers were working the procession for fallen North County Cooperative Police Officer Michael Langsdorf. At some point, 2 motorcycles collided. Now, there's still some confusion out here. We're trying to figure all of this out on exactly where these law enforcement officers work. But as you know, many agencies were involved in this procession. In this video, you have 2 officers on the ground. But let's take a look at the video from Sky Zoom 4 during the procession before the crash. You see several motorcycle riders. They are going past the hearse. Now, I want to indicate that that is normal in a procession like this. So this is not to show them and suggest that they are doing anything wrong. This is exactly how processions go so that they can maintain traffic. So that is the situation here. We have 2 law enforcement agencies involved. We're trying to confirm before, actually we just confirmed that St. Charles County has confirmed that one of their officers is involved in this crash, and we're trying to work the details for that other one. But I want to send it to my colleague Kim St. Ange at Barnes Jewish Hospital to talk about the injuries for those officers. Kim?
Vinny, there's officers from all across the metro who were gathered here as these 2 officers have pulled up in an ambulance within the last 30 minutes. We watched one of them actually be taken on the stretcher right through those doors where you can see several officers wearing their uniforms are gathered around that area. But I mean, again, I counted more than 24. There's a lot of police cars along with motorcycles, and I was going around looking at some of them because, like I said, I mean, all across the metro, we're talking officers from Hazelwood, Florissant, O'Fallon, Wildwood, the city, and of course St. Charles County, which we have now confirmed at least one of the 2 officers involved in this motorcade crash within the last hour is an officer from St. Charles County. But clearly all the other officers are here to support both of them as they've just been taken in. I actually want to show you Sky Zoom 4 video. This is as our chopper was over that procession shortly after that crash happened, and they are being loaded into the ambulance. Several officers were on scene there treating them, trying to make sure they were okay before they were then taken to Barnes Jewish. So back out here live at Barnes Jewish again within the last hour, just to catch you up to speed here. If you're just joining us, these 2 officers, we know at least one of them is from St. Charles County, was just transported here in the ambulance. I got to look at one of them. He seemed okay, but we're quite a distance away here. Again, they were taken in through that door, but several officers here in support. Claire, I'll go ahead and send things back over to you in the studio.